Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel Next Gen Learning. Today we are going to learn about latitudes and longitudes. This is a grade 6 geography chapter number 2. Let us begin. We all know that globe is a true model or a miniature form of the earth. Edophil was the first world first globe we can say, and it was invented by Martin Behem. He had designed the first globe and helped us to find it out the shape or how the earth looks, its position, its place, the continents and oceans, everything. We can locate countries, continents and oceans of different size and the globe. Even globe can also be of different size and types. Globe is not related only the model of earth. We have an evidence that we also created model of celestial objects also. Like whatever the things we can see in the space, we have a globe for that also. Globe is not fixed. It can be rotated. It can be rotated the same way as a tom spin or a potter's wheel is rotated. What are the advantages of globe? It's first that it represents the shape of the earth. We all know this. It shows north and south pole exactly. In fact, it shows the correct size of the continents and oceans. But it has some disadvantages. What are they? Number one, it's convenient to carry the globe. It is inconvenient for us to carry the globe from one place to another. If you are supposed to carry 50 globes, you cannot carry. At one time, you can see only one side of a globe till you not rotate it. It does not help in specific information. For example, direction of a place cannot be given through a globe. It is not going to give us a specific information. Like direction we cannot see in the globe, but yes, in the map we can. Now, as this chapter is basically depends on the latitudes and longitudes, so let us begin the chapter. Latitude, equator is also one of a latitude. Latitude means those imaginary lines which divide the earth. Equator is an imaginary line which divides Earth in two parts, northern and southern hemisphere, and of equal halves we can say. We all know that shape of Earth is geoid. We discussed this in my previous videos also. Shape of Earth is known as geoid because it's like an orange. Like the orange is flat from top and the bottom, the shape of Earth is also like that. It's flat from top and bottom, means flat from North Pole and South Pole, and it has bulky side curves from east and west directions. Latitudes, and of course there are parallel of latitudes. Parallel of latitude means the latitude which are parallel to each other. The line which divides Earth in two parts from west to east is called latitude. These lines divide Earth from west to east. And the circles which divide the Earth and parallel to the equator are called parallels. But when you are supposed to say what are latitudes, so latitudes are those imaginary lines which goes from north to south and divides west to east. This way if you say, then it will be better because latitudes comes from north to south. At north, the length of the latitude is smaller, and as it comes closer to equator, the length keeps on expanding. There are 180 latitudes, and when we include equator, we can say there are 181 latitudes. Important latitudes are equator, Tropic of Cancer, Capricorn, Arctic Circle, and of course Antarctic Circle. Here is one video link which I found from YouTube. I'll share this with you in the description box so that you can have an idea and enjoy the creative way, the way they presented the latitude and longitude description. There are some interesting facts about latitude. They are known as parallels. They run in east and west directions. In fact, they measure the distance north or south from the equator. They are parallel to each other and they never meet. It crosses the prime meridian at right angles. When it crosses the prime meridian from here, it makes a right angle, 90-degree angle. Lie in planes that cross the Earth's axis at right angles. It gets shorter towards the poles with only the equator and longest a great circle. The great circle means the equator. It's the longest, you can say parallel or latitude because its length is as compared to other parallels little quite high, big. Here are the heat zones. You can see equator is closer to the tropic region which are hot because equator receives vertical sun rays, so that is why the tropical region are also having a hot climate. Tropic of Cancer in the north and Tropic of Capricorn in the south. Tropic of Cancer and Capricorn are having temperate zone. They basically have a warm or a moderate climate, neither too hot, neither too cold. Whereas when we see this polar zone, it's known as frigid zone also. Here the temperature is very low. It's extreme cold because here sun rays cannot fall vertically. It's slanting and very low part of this region gets sun rays. Heat zone of Earth are divided in three parts: torrid zone, temperate zone, frigid zone. Torrid zone closer to equator, temperate zone above torrid zone, and frigid zone are the polar regions. Heat zones of the Earth, again we are repeating, equator is the line, closer to equator are the torrid. Then it's the Tropic of Cancer shows temperate zone in north and south both, and Arctic Circle and Antarctic Circle experience frigid zone, means extreme cold. Torrid zone characteristics are they lies between Tropic of Cancer and Capricorn. It's the hottest zone of the Earth. This zone receives more or less direct rays of the sun throughout the year. And of course, they are known as tropical zone. Some features of temperate zones are there are two temperate zones, north and south temperate zone. Midday sun never shines overhead on any latitude beyond the Tropic of Cancer and Capricorn. The zone receives moderate heat, neither too hot nor too cold. In fact, it also extends from 23.5 degree to 66.5 degree north and 23.5 degree to 66.5 degree south. You can see here temperate zone. It's above the torrid zone, 66.5 degree in the north and 66.5 degree in the south. Frigid zone, again if you want to say, you just want to brief once more. It covers the regions from 23.5 to 66.5 degree, the light green part. Okay, 23.5 degree to 66.5 degree north, 23.5 degree south to 66.5 degree south. Okay, so this region is the region of the temperate zone where we can experience the moderate climate, neither too hot, neither too cold. Now frigid zone, it lies between 66.5 degree to 90 degree north and 66.5 degree to 90 degrees south. Here sun does not rise much above the horizon. These two zones extremely slanting rays of the sun. Because here sun rays are not falling properly. So that is why the area remains frozen for most part of the year. Now we will learn what are longitudes. Longitudes are also known as meridians. The circles from north to south pole pass through the north pole and the south pole. Half of this circle between the north and south pole is known as meridian. The parallel and the meridians can be used to define the location and the direction of any place on the globe or on the map. In 1884, some countries mutually agreed to fix Greenwich, a place few kilometers east of London, UK, as the starting point of the meridians. That is why these are known as Greenwich line also. There are 180 meridians in the east of prime meridian and 180 in the west of prime meridian. Total we can say there are 360 prime meridians. Prime meridian marks 0 to 180 degree east and 0 to 180 degree west. Some interesting features of longitude are they are known as meridians. They run in north-south direction. They run in north-south direction and measure east and west side of the prime meridian. They are apart from the equator and of course they meet at the poles. Cross the equator at right angles. When they cross the equator, it make a right angle, 90-degree angle. It lies in the place that pass through the Earth's axis, are equal in length, and of course have a halves of great circles. When we combine latitude and longitude, we can see this type of a feature in a globe. It's known as grid system. Line of latitude and longitude when combined, they make a grids on the globe and known as grid system. Here there is one link for your revision. I will share this link once again in the description box for your revision part. Now we will calculate the time. We all know that we are having a different time zones. In India, we are following IST, Indian Standard Time, whereas in the world, we are having a Greenwich Mean Time, GMT. As we all know, Earth rotates from west to east. Earth rotates at 360-degree angle and took 24 hours to complete one rotation. That is why we can see the day and night. So when they rotate, if you divide 360 by 24, you will get the 15. So with 15 degree, when it covers a 15 degree, it means it covers an hour, or you can it covers 1 hour. 1 hour it covers in 15 degree, and 1 degree it covers in 4 minutes. So 1 degree interval variation is of 4 minutes. So when it covers 15 degree, it means 4 into 15, 60. So 1 hour has 60 minutes. So 15 degree interval it covers with 60 minutes or in 1 hour. When it is 12 noon in Greenwich, the time at 15 degree east of Greenwich will be 15 into 4, 16 minutes. Example, 1 hour ahead of Greenwich time. East side of Greenwich means east of London, you can say. All the countries are running 1 hour ahead of the time of Greenwich. Whereas the countries lies to west of Greenwich are having 1 hour, you can say, behind the time. So when it is at 12 noon at Greenwich, the countries who are lying in the east, they are having 1 p.m. Whereas the countries who are in the west, they are having a 11 a.m. time. When similarly at 180 degree, it will be midnight when it is 12 noon and Greenwich. When you are talking about 180 degree, when it covers 180 degree, then we can say it's a midnight, and it will be a midnight when Greenwich is having a 12 noon. Greenwich is in the northern hemisphere, so at that time it's at 12 noon there. But opposite of Greenwich is the polar region, south polar frigate zone. They are having a midnight. Okay, the time is same, but the day and night variation here we can see. Now, why do we have standard time? In India, we are having our IST, Indian Standard Time. The reason is again the same, the longitudes. With 1 degree interval, we can see 4 minute variation. So India is also having a longitude. The longitude is of 82 degree 30 minute east. And we are having a long railway service in our country. The tracks are too long. They are connecting the different parts of our country. So if we want to go from one region to another region, here they give an example of Dwarka from Gujarat to Dibrugarh in Assam. If you want to go there, you need to be familiar with one's time. It doesn't mean that in Dwarka it should be 2 and in Dibrugarh it should be 3. No. The actual, if we talk about from the point of view of this longitude, then we can see the variation is of 1 hour 45 minutes. But it is not possible for us to run two different trains at same time on the same track. So that is why, to avoid all type of a confusion, India is having its own IST, Indian Standard Time, with same time. When it is 12 noon at Pune, it means it's 12 noon in Jammu Kashmir also. So that whatever the train is running from Pune at 12, definitely reached at a proper time next day to Jammu and Kashmir, so that the passengers who are supposed to carry the same train from the mid of the states, definitely they can carry it and will not face any kind of a problem. So that's it. This is what we had learned in this chapter. If you have any confusion, any query, please contact me in the comment box. Thank you. Subscribe my channel for such more interesting videos.